friends? It's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm on the phone now with Billy Joe Saunders. Billy, they just announced that Canelo has withdrawn from the fight against Gennady Golovkin. What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest with you, I think it was a decent thing to do from him if he can be decent for what he's done. To save other fans booking and wasting money and, 50-50, is it on, is it off? But, there's no surprise there. Personally, myself, I don't think not much is going to happen to him. They just reschedule it for September and it'll take place then. I reckon he'll get a 6-month ban and ban served by the time September comes.
Now, Canelo's remaining adamant that he did not take any illegal drugs, that this is all just one big misunderstanding, and that it sort of has like this black cloud surrounding him at this moment. Do you believe that at all?
Most of the team, I think it's a load of rubbish. He most definitely took them drugs. He knew what he was taking. He was up against it with Golovkin. He wanted every single bit that could help him win that fight. It still didn't secure him the win. And I believe that he cheated on purpose.
You think so? For what? To get out of the fight?
I don't think to get out of the fight. I just believe that he didn't think he was going to get caught, and I believe he was taking it to the fight beforehand. I don't think it's the first time. I mean, he came in tremendous shape. His last fight, and he's a good liver anyway, and a good trainer, and he's dedicated. But the shape he came in last time, I just knew that it wasn't all natural. Mm-hmm. But the sad thing about boxing, Cheryl, is that in the sport at the elite level, I personally think that there's at least 65% of them doing it in America because there's more loopholes there than what there is in Europe and England.
Mm. Would you consider, Bill? I know you have your fight coming up with Martin Murray. Everybody wants to see you fight Triple G next. You're the most deserving of that fight, of that mega fight in Las Vegas at the MGM. Would you consider maybe doing a payout with Martin Murray or step aside and then taking the fight with Gennady?
Listen, I'm a very fair man. I promised Martin his shot. But, if I wasn't 100% to fight Martin Murray on April 14th, then I'm not 100% to fight him in 6 or 7 weeks. But if they was to give me proper time so I can proper camp and my hands 100 million %, most definitely, 100%, I would love to be next in line for Golovkin. Personally, myself, I believe that I'm the best middleweight, and I would like to prove it because I know I've got something that will untangle Golovkin. And I know if I box him, I'll take his belts. But like I say, I'm a man of my word. Give Martin Murray my word I was going to box him. So it's looking like I might have to get that one done first. But like I say, I had a slight hand injury, and I'm not going in there to take part and to pick up a check and, I've been in the ring with Golovkin. I'm going in there to win. And if I'm not 100%, I won't. So that 5th of May date is definitely not viable for me because of, I've got to get right sparring in, and, it wouldn't be right for me to start sparring 100% with that injury I have.
How is the hand doing at the moment?
It's doing very good, healing up. Just started, just not punching and going, but done a little bit of pads tonight with Killer, and it's just, only on his hands, not touching it hard. It's just lovely. It's feeling good. So there's no doubt I'll be ready for June. It's just staying ready. But, Golovkin, he's a tremendous fighter. He's one of I believe that, he's the most feared fighter on the planet. So you've got to be 110% when you go in the ring with him in 7 weeks is definitely not no good. I want a full, 12 to 13 weeks training, and making sure that my body's in 100% fitness and health before I get in there. Because I don't want to ever get in a fight and come out of excuses. And, it's an easy excuse to pull, my arm wasn't right, I only took it in 7 weeks, and it's just not what I want to do. If I get beat by somebody, I want to get beat by the better man. But it also, if I win, I want to make sure that, there's no excuse on the other foot that I'm declared the best middleweight.
Bill, who does deserve the fight? If you can't do it, who do you find to be the next person that would deserve that fight?
I think that my opinion is that Danny Jacobs and that, he don't want it. He's happy with his loss that he done with him. Charlo's don't want it. Andrade says he wants it, maybe him, but I'd like to see Spike O'Sullivan, sort of get in there and have a bit of a dust up with him. So I think it'd be a good fight.
Seeing that Canelo right now says that he has this black cloud sort of surrounding his name and his image at the moment, do you actually think that he would still come back in September, or do you reckon that he's going to stay out even longer?
I personally think that he'd be ready for September. My opinion is that he'd be ready for September. The fight's a big fight, so I reckon they'll probably ban him, but, before September they'll probably lift the ban and time served. Which personally myself, I think if he was in England and he got caught, well, that's a 4-year ban. So, whether you say you don't know you took it, if all well and good, if he went into a restaurant and ate it and he got small amounts and, it wasn't his fault, then, I say, well, it's not really his fault, it's in the food, but, he's failed 2 drug testers and,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going down well with the public. It's just sort of rubbing salt in the face where he should just come out and say, look, I made a mistake, I'm very sorry, I put my hands up in the air, but, he won't because of his image and he's never going to admit it. But, I think the right thing should be done and he should be banned. Because anybody taking any enhanced drugs for getting a fight, with another human being, if something, God forbid, happened to that person in the ring, that should be murder.
Mm-hmm. Gennadi's frustrated right now because he feels like he should be taking a hair sample and not just the standard testing that they have been doing, or take a lie detector test to prove his innocence. Do you think that he should do both?
Personally, myself, I think that's a load of shit. That'll never happen. Golovkin, to be honest with you, he can't shout and holler about too much himself because in his career that I had suspicions of him a long while ago. But, I'm not pointing the finger at him. So, listen, you can't ask people to take hair samples because it's not him or lie detector test. It's just, I reckon that's just stupid. I reckon, listen, he boxed him once. He's willing to box him again. So, what's he worried for? I won't worry about anything. Get in the ring, fight him again. If not, move on. And I won't happily fight Golovkin. I would love for Frank Warren and my team to sit down and make that deal for a sensible date for both of us. I mean, let's see who the best. He wants to unify. So, the Golovkin, the Canelo fight's not happening now. He's always said he wants to unify. He's got that chance now. Now I'm here. I'm ready. I'm standing in front of him. If he wants to unify. But like I say, it won't be on these terms. We want you here in 7 weeks and fight in Las Vegas and come pick a few million up. That's not the case for me. It's not about the money no more. I want to see how good I am. And if I get in that ring with him, I'm getting in that ring to take his belts. And I want to make sure to be in 100% fit enough for that.
Well, Triple G has said that he wants to come over at some point this year and fight in England and against a boxing star. You are the only other person everyone else can think of. I mean, I just did a tweet, and I swear to God, in like less than a minute, I had like 90. Your Twitter's probably blown up with a bunch of at mentions with me and you because I literally tweeted something and everybody's going wild because they want to see you.
I looked on my Twitter. I looked on my Twitter a second ago and they was absolute lost. They were everyone was screaming like and put my name. So I just put a porn video up and saying I'm busy right now. It wasn't me obviously, but it was a porn. And so I'm busy right now. I'll talk later. Yeah, but look. I'm willing to do it. If they want to sit down and let's talk reasonable, let's be fair, let's play on a fair playing field, let's get it out. I'm willing to fight Golovkin. I'm willing to take Canelo's place. Let's book it in for September.
Yeah.
Let's book it in for September. Let's do it. Let's book it in for September. Let's fight. I won't overlook Martin Murray. I'll get my job done what I need to do with him. I've got to be switched on and I'll still give him his chance because I gave him my word. I actually private messaged him and said, listen, I've got a slight injury, but I'll be there. That's the date we've got now, and I'll see you then. So, he's got a family there. He's got kids there. He's a family man, and, he's coming obviously from the but, he's also, it's a business for him as well, so I understand that. And I will honour that out first. But September, if he wants to put pen to paper, as long as I come through with Martin Murray, 100% September, let's get it on.
All right, Bill. Well, thank you so much for taking the call. I know you're a busy man and, you're heavily in camp at the moment. But what would you like to start off with? What would you like to say, either Canelo, whomever?
Well, listen, I was about to say, look, Canelo, Golovkin's supposed to be a fighting man. He wants to unify. I'm here waiting, ready for the call.
All right.
So that's all I have to say to him. That's
Well,
all
I
I'm
hope to
waiting
see that in
for. I'm waiting
September.
for the call.
You're
Thank
waiting
you
for the
very much,
call.
Michelle. I'm waiting for the call.
All right, Bill. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, Michelle. Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else